the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First and 10 here for Flacco. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Flacco's throw there complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 38. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing again on second down. Flacco got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Flacco. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by two-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Flacco. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. That ball caught. Hits the playmaker, Michael Irvin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second down and goal. Flacco. That's going to be caught by Carmichael. Touchdown, Chargers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Jackson. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go play action with Jackson. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Flacco, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First down, Chargers.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 55 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Falcons, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the tight end goes in motion left. On third down, Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 79 yards. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flacco looks to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD, and remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ballgame.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Flacco. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ray Guy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now Flacco. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Atlanta. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. On first down, done. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Flacco off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The drive will start with an option going left, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff running through the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Flacco. Open man here is Gentry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Flacco. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
The salt will pepper goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
One last gasp for Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter.